And that's what? That's going back to that pride. So you see why the Lord's going, he's preserving this place, man. You see why. Yep.
Sirach, did you quote Sirach 10?
Yeah.
That brother has something.
Yeah, the brother has something too.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and bring whatever precepts y'all got.
Proverbs 8:13. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate.
That's plain.
Yep.
You know, if you're righteous, and you serve the Most High, you fear Him, you're going to hate the things that He hates. And that's why the Lord, He has that mark of exemption on those men. So when He brings out His wrath, those men are going to be spared from His indignation.
Right.
Because the very things that the Lord hated, they did not delight in. They hated it as well.
And it don't turn us on. Any woman, let alone our own, be harlots out there.
Yeah.
To be dressing like harlots. We don't like when you show all types of titties and cleavage and shoulders and hair all down and little Daisy Duke shorts and what's in the yoga pants with the fucking muffin camel toe and all that. So we don't want to see all that, man. That's despicable to us, man.
Yeah.
Let your own husband, the one that's tapping that or that like that or whatever, let him feel special and be the only one to deal with that. Okay? Everything else is an abomination. It's damn near advertising.
These hoes want to have their cake and eat it too, and they can in this society. You know, they could be a hoe and be in the street and still have a man, and they expect that man to respect them and love them and
find whatever they want, and all they gotta do is whop out the wop. Whip out the wop, that's what I'm gonna say. You know? Put it on him and now he gonna what they call it? He gonna with the bag. You know, spin the bag or whatever.
that TR shit.
Yeah,
you can have whatever you like.
No, cuck shit, man.
Yeah.
There's Proverbs 16:18. It reads, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. And there's another one. Isaiah 2:12. And it reads, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
Yeah, and you gotta know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's just true. The more you lift it up with pride, the further down you're gonna come smash it to the ground. When all pride is taken off the earth, man. Trust me, you might as well deal with it now and let yourself down easy and get humble before the Lord humble you.
That's why I
the
say.
Lord even told you women to humble down by stripping yourself and making yourself bare.
Yeah.
Gird yourself with sackcloth.
Gird yourself with sackcloth, man.
Shamefacedness and sobriety.
He told you to humble down.
Yep. Y'all the leaders in this pride shit. Y'all run this. Y'all gave power to all this to pride in the earth. Starting with our own women, Israelite women.
Yeah. You saw? I mean, did y'all see that ritual in the UK? That video with the big bull Baal.
Yep.
Y'all saw how proud Eve was.
Yeah.
She was the one that came with that little. I don't know if it was some little light crystal ball in her hand. But she walked right over to the bull and was able to basically stop the bull. Like she saved the day.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Just imagine pride in that.
Just imagine the pride, man.
I'm a goddess.
Yeah.
Queen.
You see this shit all day on these social media platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, a goddess like me and all of this other shit.
You see that one
Hey,
bitch?
that shit's gonna get worse. The new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever. That shit is really what they're pushing with that subtly. Matriarchy. They're saying that matriarchy is basically
Viola Davis.
They're basically pushing that matriarchy is the lick for Jake.
Yeah.
That's what rules, and that's in the scriptures.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what scripture that is.
God. You see that one where that Edomite said she had a force field around her?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, a movie called what you call it, man?
Woman King.
The Woman King. Yeah.
Women kings.
Yeah, Viola Davis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like.
Not queen, it's a
Right.
king. And it's about an African tribe, right? What, a
Yeah,
woman
yeah,
from an
yeah.
African tribe or some
Yeah,
shit?
full of women that, fight.
Like Amazonian women wear Wonder Woman shit. Right.
Seen the Princess Warrior type shit.
All that
The
shit.
women are the warriors. They're the king.
Yeah.
They're the priests. They're
They're the
all
fathers.
all the positions of men. The women are pretty much taking that position.
And you
God
see,
is
they
a
always
woman.
put our woman up there first.
It's-
Yeah.
But
The most
they're always going to
masculine.
use Eve with the imagery.
Yep.
You know, they're always going to
Hell
use
yeah.
Eve.
That shit
Ain't
is
nobody
so
want
real.
no bald-headed ass
Why-
bitch like that, right?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? All masculine ass, and you ain't got no fucking hair.
I got a quick one. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go, O backsliding daughter?
Oh shit.
For the Lord
Segue into
that created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man.
Yeah.
And that was the curse that the Lord put on the men of Israel. That daughter represents the men. The men, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American men. So the Lord basically put the woman over the man for a curse unto us.
Yep.
And we disobeyed.
And what was part of that plan out of that curse, the manifestation of that? And when a woman is at the head of any structure, that structure is now set up without the Most High. Because when you go to 1 Corinthians 11, it goes into the way the power rankings, the order of it should go. From the Most High down to Yahweh Shai, to the man, and then the woman. The woman act like she can skip all that and go right to the Most High. But we know what her real Most High is. It's the fucking serpent. That's who she can go straight to.
Yeah.
Okay? So that shows you what mode they're in and what type of behavior that this world is pushing on us. That let your woman lead you right to the serpent, right to the devil.
Eve, she sold out, man.
Yeah. Way in the
Long
garden.
time ago.
Selling out on the plantation, she's still selling out, man. Until she repented and got with a man that was a real leader and looked to him as that, not under certain conditions and certain, whatever, but really because that's supposed to be the head that's going to lead, to keep her in the spirit of the Lord, which keeps in the spirit of the Most High. If she ain't doing that, man, shit's off. That was it.
Who was reading?
That was it on that. What you had? Yeah.
Nobody didn't get Isaiah 3 and 12?
I got it.
Oh, dude. Alright, 32.
Can bring it up?
This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee to cause to err, and
They
destroy
that-
the way of thy paths.
They that lead thee cause you to err.
Yep.
And that's who your enemy got you leading. It's like that's who your enemy got you being led by.
Yep.
Everybody that is sold out to him is your leaders. And it's mainly, he could get that woman very quick. Because they have that kind of relationship. Going back to the garden.
Yep. It's a carnal relationship, not a spiritual like we're supposed to have.
This is why he's been, these past years, he's been putting them and elevating them in these higher up positions. Elevating them to judges,
Vice presidents.
vice presidents,
Hey, what's the
putting
chick,
them in the top positions in the military.
what's
Yeah.
the chick's name that's like the spokesman that's always getting Biden out of all the shit, the black chick? Every time there's some heavy shit that needs explaining, they put her up there. Because she's slick. She's slick in how she
Someone
says
like
shit.
that secretary.
Yeah, with the short hair. The press secretary.
Yeah.
Is it end up?
Yeah. Looking her up or something?
You got the Raiders with president of football is a goddamn woman.
Yeah.
Of football.
Yeah. Like you know what it's like to be hit by 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a pass on and get hit by a 300-pound man that runs a 4.6 40. You know?
They're trying to get a female coach in the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that shit crazy. But
That's what happened in the last, in ancient Rome.
Yep.
They let women, come up in higher positions, in government, where men's supposed to lead those positions.
Yep.
That's why they went down, man. know, that's the indicator letting you know that's the end of a kingdom, man.
Right.
Yeah, the woman you're talking about, Corinne Jean-Pierre.
Yep. Jean Pierre, that's the one. Jean Pierre, yep. That's her. Yep. Always
You still reading? No. What I was gonna do is I was gonna have you read down, because notice how after it was said that the woman rules over them, so that means that the woman is exalted high amongst our nation. But then right after that, the Lord proceeds to go right into how he was gonna humble her.
Yep.
As soon as you keep reading down, it's gonna get straight to when he said he's gonna strip her.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna curse her scalp. I'm gonna take her hair away from her.
Yep.
I'm gonna take away her jewels,
Sweet smell.
her sweet smell, her shape.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring her all the way down to the
keep
point
going.
where now she knows her value. She knows her place.
Yep.
Just keep going.
Okay. This is Isaiah 3:13. The Lord standeth up to plead, and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof. For ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your houses. What mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces, and grind the faces of the poor, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and
They're
walk
haughty.
with stretch.
They're haughty,
Yep.
proud,
Hey, if they were,
because you're in a position where now you're ruling
if you
when
were
it's not
humble,
supposed to be.
if they were humble, they would have gave the position right back to the men.
They was like, hell
Nah,
no.
I got the power
they
now.
fell in love with this shit.
I like this, you know.
I'll
This is
never
what
get
happened.
I'll never get at it. You know? Yeah. Go ahead.
Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Those are acts of pride, bringing attention to herself. Acts of pride. Yep.
That she walking by,
Getting attention and shit.
you know, she got a little stroll
Stuff
to
on her
her.
feet,
She
yeah.
got little trinklets on her ankle, little anklets and shit like that.
Was it
Independent.
in First Timothy, with the second chapter, it says, "Be not with gold and silver embroidered."
Let not your outward,
Yeah.
let not your adorning be
Yeah,
outward.
yeah, shit that draws attention to yourself.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Therefore, the Lord will smite with the scab of the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cowls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets
Yeah,
and
like
the earrings.
The attire that they wore,
Yep.
you know, the corsets, the jewelry, the girdles. Well, really, you know, the men wore that, but the women had the stomachers,
Yep.
and it made them. It made it look like they had a very voluptuous shape.
Head skip
Just dropped in.
scab of the crown.
Scab of the crown.
Hey, but that's the spirit, though, right? That's the
Get it,
spirit.
I get it.
That's the spirit, man.
Get it. Look who she working with. They may, you may blaze up.
Passed out every.
Passed out.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
they took that inoculation.
look,
That inoculation.
look at the serpent and Eve going to go save another Edomite.
That's beautiful how in the moment he sent that example. Right when he's reading about the curse of the black woman, the scab, there's an example right there. And a situation going on with that.
That's dangerous, man. That person could have woke up all startled and shit and mashed from the gas.
Yeah.
You know, wow, do some shit. You good? You good?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Finish it.
Isaiah 3:21. The rings in nose jewels.